Hey there, Heckle viewers. Oh look, my Channa Masala has arrived. And my garlic naan. Come on. So I had a nap and it did me a world of good. But I was hungry. Luckily, I didn't have to go far. And then I didn't have to think very hard as to what I was hungry for. I like me tiger beer. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just put this in here like this. We'll do it live. So we ordered, and the garlic naan is piping hot. Garlic naan is piping hot. So it's hot, so I'm gonna let it cool down. Hot. So now there are people filling in, whereas when I arrived, it was empty. And now it's getting full because this establishment closes at 10:30. It is now 9:25. So it's supposed to close in an hour, but you know, it's Vietnam. So they asked me how spicy, and I said spicy, please. And that's what I got. It's actually quite delicious. So, to Channa Masala. That was hot, but luckily I didn't burn my mouth. Oh, that tastes so good. And it's like vegetarian for all, I think, you know, because chickpea. Channa's chickpea. So let me, you know, I might have eaten here before, either, I think in 2020, because it's at the opposite end of where I usually take. Very tasty. So, MJ taught me a trick. I have one viewer. Now I know. Let's see who's on Twitter. Not you, Siri. Not talking to you. I have to help Robin out. She doesn't know what my YouTube is. Really? It's on my Twitter link page. But just give them what they want. Don't make stories about it. But after the fact, it was. And then give her a little wink. There we go. I guess better late than a party than not at all. So looks like Chris saw my toe my pedicure. Praying mantises are such interesting predators, because that's what they are. But I still don't know how their mouths, their tiny little mouths can have such chomping powers. Regardless, I will find out, because Amen. By the way, check it out. My blue iPhone 13 cover has run its course. I got a sexy black one instead, and a little bit of the blue pops out. Look at what happened. So I replaced it for $5. How much? $5. Let's see what's on Heckle. So I like the fact that around 7 o'clock, I was like so sleepy. So sleepy. See what I did there? I doubled it to emphasize. Oh, and violin. I think she's on the West Coast. I'm on a heckle. And I've got buttery fingers, but I don't care. I don't care, we'll do it live. my last piece of garlic naan. And then I have these little veggies. And cumin, some kind of cumin and cilantro, I think. Like a cumin and cilantro dipping sauce. It's green. Hello, Claudio. How are you doing? It's almost 9:45 in the evening. I just was hit with like the need to sleep, and I thought, well, maybe you'll skip dinner. And I said, well, you'll skip dinner then. So I went to I took a nap around 7 in the evening, and I woke up at 9, but in a really good. I got the rest I needed. And now I'm hungry. Luckily, this Indian restaurant, very close, and it's open for another half hour. And I was the only one here. But look, then after me, all these people came in, so they're going to be open later than 10:30. I didn't feel like eating meat, so Channa is chickpeas. It was perfect, and Tiger beer to your good health. And it's all gone now, but a naan is a good bread, like an Indian bread. It's baked inside the tandoori oven, which is like a beehive clay oven. No, it's not the same Obama place. The Obama place was a Vietnamese place. Here it's an Indian restaurant. So it should be in the evening, no, in the morning. It should be 10 in the morning in Brazil. Florentinopolis. It's unusual hearing a Greek word in Portuguese. Hello, Stephen. I had a 7 to 9 p.m. nap because I was just so sleepy. I had a pedicure today after I left the. Oh, it was interesting. I did have a successful lunch at the Obama place, and it's called the Combo Obama. It comes with a beer. It comes with a bowl of noodles. It comes with roasted pork, patties in a broth with bacon, and then you have vegetables, and you have a fish cake in filo. And the room got full of people. I moved the furniture around, and the waitress was not happy with me. Oh, I almost think she would have sworn, but I couldn't tell because I don't speak Vietnamese. But she was not happy with me. Luckily, she didn't kick me out of the restaurant. Oh, yes? Yes, there are. And you know, Masala is just made out of chickpeas and a very creamy curry sauce. And they always ask you, how spicy do you want it? and I look at them and I say, spicy, like that. And it comes spicy. It's good. It's delicious. So I have no more garlic naan left, but that's okay. I have some, they always have these little, like they throw these little vegetables, and they have this green, it looks like cumin. And cilantro, I think. It's delicious. I know. Ha ha ha. So after I left the restaurant, a lot of couples who were inside or who had paid because there's a lineup coming in and a lineup to pay. A lot of couples noticed I was on live stream and they all introduced themselves and said, hi, hi. And it was very nice. And then there's this man in front of a taxi and he is yelling at the window and he's swearing. You can tell he's very mad at the taxi driver. So I'm there filming him because this is cinema veritas, right? And you never see Vietnamese lose their cool and swear, except when it comes to taxi drivers. That's the only time I see it's permitted, like people lose their shit. And he was losing his shit on camera. And he didn't mind that I was filming him. So it was very interesting to close the broadcast. So then I went to my optometrist, the one who gave me these glasses. His wife was in the shop. He was not there. I tried on some glasses and I took my photograph with them on. So I think about maybe looking at the pictures to see if I want to order a second pair from him. Then I had a pedicure and I did it on a live stream. So they soaked my toes, my feet in water, and my nails were like, I hadn't had them cut in a month and a half or so. So they grew long. So the girl cut the nails of my toes. And luckily I did it on a live stream without ridiculing the lady who was doing the work or the process. It was a very nice nail spa. She was very professional and she had a helper who was making the jokes. Hi, Robin. You found my YouTube page. So I had a pedicure and I did a live stream because I have a friend in Arizona, Lil Ms. Mosquito Coil. I made friends with her last time I was in Vietnam. And so she wanted me to do the live stream, but she didn't come in on the live, but it's okay, she can look at the replay. Then I went to an antique shop that I bought some bronzes last year. I bought a wolf bronze and a hand soldier on a horse, also bronze with silver overlay. And so I went back to the same antique shop, and luckily they were still open. And okay, I thought it was odd that you weren't in the YouTube, you were in the Heckle, but yeah, I was doing a live on YouTube. Everybody else was in the YouTube, and then you were in the Heckle, so I had to do a simultaneous, which was a little bit awkward because there were a lot of people in the restaurant at the time. But it doesn't matter because the replay is there. And there's a lot of, in the live section of the YouTube, not the post ones. I only have a new one in the video section, which is my fly cam, or what they call drones. It's fly cams of Cat Ba Island, like I did 2 days ago. And I put together, I edited it on a bus on the way here. Anyway. So I went to an antique shop and I bought these little bronze weights, antique ones, like they're beautifully shaped. I think they're lanterns or square jars and I bought like an ounce and a half ounce. I'm not sure what the weight is, but they weigh it quite a bit, and they are antique, and they weren't a lot of money. Uh, Both. Well, okay, I'll explain you this. If I want to document something like more archival, because after 50 subscribers, because I only arrived in Vietnam with 30, you don't have a lot of live stream privileges. You got to go through a lot of hoops, and they make it really hard for you to go live with Prism. Then when you hit the 50 mark, all of a sudden everything changes, and you go live with them quickly, and then you get a better quality restream. So fuck you, Twitter, because you degrade the quality of the restream after the fact. So you can suck it. I'm not impressed with you. Fix it, or don't fix it. We don't give a fuck. I'm using expletives because it's my channel, and when I want the emphasis, I let you have it, both barrels. I think your camera is inverted. Possibly. I don't, it is inverted because if you hold up printed material, yes, because you cannot see Hoi An. You see the, okay, I'll show you something. Look, okay, we're inverting this, but I can't see the screen here. See? We have Hoi An. But I need to see you guys. So deal with it, Steven. Deal with it. Whatever. Yeah. So I bought two antiques from the antique dealer, and his daughter was there with his daughter's boyfriend. They speak better English than he does. So they were happy to see me. We sat down for tea. We talked about COVID and how bad it was for business and everything. And they got me on their WhatsApp, and they asked me to give them a good review on Google Maps, which I will, because I have a huge list of people to give reviews on. So all the good stuff, after I left the restaurant and paid the bill, there's even more interesting stuff from today's lunch. Yes. And then after the antique shop, I went and had a coconut coffee on a place where they have high-end coffee shops, and a croissant. And then I went back and I had a nap between 7 and 9, and then I was hungry. So I ordered a bowl of spicy chickpea masala. And here we are. And then I saw your tweet, and I go, how could she not know my YouTube page? But now you do. And I assume you're going to subscribe to me. So I arrived with like 33 subscribers, and now I'm at 66 subscribers. So I more than doubled since I've been here in Vietnam, and more than doubled my subscribers. So that's always a good thing. I'm gonna have to. Violin is on. I think she's on the West Coast, and I have to say bye to her. And then give her a wave hand. Okie dokie. So it's Sunday, I guess. I really haven't known what day it is for about 2.5 months. So that probably brings me up to 66 or 67 subscribers. It's not really the numbers I count. I wanted the... heckle. And I haven't been able to simulcast onto Twitter because Twitter broke something, and I haven't had the time to look into it. And I'm this close to being able to live stream my drone onto YouTube. So you can have me flying the drone and text me like you are now. Once I figure out how to set everything up, I'm very close. But you'll have to wait till I get to Montreal. Right. So as per the restaurant. Okay, Robin. I have all of tomorrow and all of the day after tomorrow. My plane leaves at 5 minutes to midnight on the 28th. So maybe I'm gonna hire a foodie specialist if she can like have me on with another like couple or a group of people, and then she takes us to various places, either for picking ingredients and making a meal, and or going to eateries that specialize in particular Vietnamese food based on my likes and dislikes. But I haven't committed to anything yet, and that's pretty well it. And I got to be careful in terms of I don't want to have extra money lying around, and I don't want to have to make like just stupid purchases just to get rid of my money. So I'm careful with how much running around cash I have, seeing as that we're going to a close. But that's the least of my worries, as it were. So thank you for coming in. And say hi to Claudio, because Claudio hasn't been in our little group in a while, but he's here now. Let me touch. No, it's just you that's in. So Claudio left, so it's just you, Robin, at the moment. Okay, alrighty. Yeah, so I might be able to, if I'm not tired, I can walk around Hon Keem Lake. Because I have my down jacket, because it's kind of cool outside and I'm just wearing shorts. Ah, okay, I didn't see you, because when you touch the red thing at the top, it tells you how many people in the room, and it just said 1. So it's lying to me. I hate being lied to. But I'm glad you're still here. But yeah, I have no way of telling, and the app isn't that accurate either. I think Robin, or Claudia, Robin from Travel Junkie. From the old group from 2 years ago. Yeah, so do I, but apparently the proof is in the pudding. Claudio is not a liar. So I have a nose hair that's tickling me, and I don't have a pair of tweezers, and I'm not about to pull some nose hairs out on camera, but it keeps coming back every minute or so, and it's annoying. Anyway, I think you're on the way out, but don't let me push you out before you're ready to go. And I am almost done with my Channa Masala. That is peculiar because I'm not in my live, so it could be an app glitch or something. This is really yummy. And there's no meat in it, so it's not like my digestion is going to work overtime in the wee hours of the morning. So yes, next to Vietnamese food, I have eaten mostly Indian food as a kind of my go-to comfort food while I'm here. There are a lot of East Indian restaurants, like the second ethnicity of restaurant you will get is most likely Indian, and it just turns out great because besides Indian, I love Mexican cuisine, and I have eaten Mexican here in Vietnam, and very, very good tasting Mexican. So when you have the three, but you don't find a lot of Thai, and Thailand's not that far, so I'll just have to go to Thailand for Thai food because I like Thai food too. But I'll settle for 2 months in Vietnam any day. All right, Robin. Take care. So, oh, look at me. I still have some Tiger beer left. So, I assume, like every large city, Florianopolis has a favela. And sometimes certain favelas are considered no-go zones. But I really don't know a lot about the favelas. Well, what I do know is if you want to safely visit one, you need to have a local who knows where to be, where not to be, where not to film. Favelas are not live stream friendly, apparently, because people have deals going on and they don't want to be on camera. So you really have to rely on locals. Anyway, there's more to Brazil than favelas. Just getting more comfortable. Leaning back in my chair. Stephen, are you still there? So Stephen was in my live yesterday when I went to a high-end restaurant and I ordered some kind of Japanese beef with a side of pâté foie gras and I ordered a spaghetti in a cream sauce with mushrooms and chicken. That was delicious. Thank you, Stephen. And thank you for joining me for dinner yesterday. It was called The Comet. And I almost gave up on finding it because I didn't realize it was on the 11th floor of a building. So there was just a marquee about this big. But the trick is never give up when you're looking for something. If Google tells you it's there, it's just you haven't been creative enough as to how close you're looking. Yes, I understand. You just got to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. So it's always better to be with a local who knows how to read the temperature. Because even people in the shop owners, pew, 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 and they just duck and they close their shop and they live for years and years and years, no problem. But if you don't know what you're doing, you can be in big trouble very fast. Yeah, that's true. The big ones. Thank you for letting us know how things work. It's those two big ones, and then smaller cities, smaller problems. Anyway. So yes. So I love this. I love this connection kit because I have a 250 gigabyte card that I'm able to plug into my Wi-Fi, my iPad with a power cable. That means that I can dump a big file onto my iPad and then do some editing, and then render a big file and then take it off the iPad. And it's all possible with this little thing. And I was doing some editing on a bus, like it was a 3-hour ride, and that's how I did my droning video. I'm just going to attend to my tickly nostril before I start getting crazy. Okay. And we're back. Let's see how much. I have 18% battery left on my watch, so I can charge it tonight. So yes, after about 2 months, I arrived in a really antique town called Hoi An, which is just close, very close to Da Nang, a very modern city, very well civilly engineered city. And it was there that I officially really felt very relaxed, very on vacation. So it took me 2 months to start feeling like totally relaxed and on vacation. So those 2 weeks are almost up. But I'm glad that I finally attained that. It took me that long to get to that place, and I worked very hard at it. So I'm fairly pleased I still have a couple of more days left. And on this trip, I broke my I bought this from AliExpress. I buy a lot of things when I'm in Canada from AliExpress, and I replaced it with this sexy black one. It's very nice because my phone is blue, and you can see the little blue, it pops out. But I kind of like the new one that I have. It makes it look really nice. So, and that costs like. So, but I'm keeping this just in case, I don't know. I don't know why I keep things. I like repair. I can repair this back home. So I know what I could do. I have a bracelet, a leather bracelet with a metal clasp, and the leather came out. I could buy some epoxy glue tomorrow. I'm running out of things to do, so I can find 2 little tubes of epoxy glue and fix my leather bracelet. Did you hear what I said earlier? I bought these little bronze weights from an antique shop that I bought some things before in 2020, and I was glad to find the same shop and the owner. And he remembered me because I had to send him an email. And I'll show you what I bought from him. I think I can find it on my iPad because I'm on the Wi-Fi of the restaurant. Let me look. Because I emailed him in 2020. Here it is. I'll just wait for the image to load up. Okay. And the image is loading up. Gives me a chance to get... I'll put it on the front-facing camera because you see things backwards when it's not on the proper camera. Let me just... Getting there. Just a few more seconds. And I brought about 6 different batteries. And I use them every day. I charge them every night. It's a perfect system for never running out of power. Ah, okay. So this is what I bought from the Antiquaire. It's a wolf, bronze with a silver overlay. And this is a Han horseman. Actually, I made a spear. There's a special Chinese spear that they have, and I made one according to, based on photographs and things. So I was very happy with these purchases because they're not cheap reproductions. They're good quality reproductions. And sometimes you buy something you regret saying, "Oh no, I shouldn't have spent on that." But they weren't a crazy price, and they weren't made from the week before. They weren't manufactured like a cheap tourist souvenir. So I bought 2 weights, one like this and one like this, and they're very nice. And they don't take up a lot of room, so they'll fit in my little cabinet when I go home. And a couple of months ago, when I was in Taiwan, I bought a very nice inkwell. So an inkwell is generally a stone with a bowl in it, and you put water and a stick of ink, and then you rub the stick inside the bowl, and it makes the black ink for calligraphy or landscape painting. So it's beautiful because it's just a shallow bowl with a lid, and so the bowl is round, a perfect round inside a square. And I was happy about that. And I bought this ring, which is interesting because it's made from an agate that they find in the Himalayas, and they always have these little eye shapes, and they're supposed to have certain properties, but it's like they come like a shape of an egg or an oval, and sometimes they have 8 eyes on them, or sometimes they have 2 or 1. And this was converted into an egg. Well, they're in my luggage, but I showed them when I went for I did a YouTube with the croissant and the coconut coffee today, and I unwrapped one and I showed it on the YouTube. So if you want to see my antique weight, one of them, the big one, I unwrapped it on a live earlier today. No, they're not bookends. They're standard weights, but they're decorative, and they wasn't very expensive. Like the big one was $35 US, and then the smaller one was $30. And then because I was buying the 2, he took $5 off. So I got a little bit of a bargain. So it was only $60 for the pair, and they're antique, they're old, and they're interesting looking. and it's bronze, so it really does have a certain amount of weight to it. And it would be bookends for tiny little books about this big. So, yeah. Bookends for mice, maybe. Mice who read books. Yes. But I don't have any mice at home. And it's very hard to find mice that read, or mice that have a library in need of bookends. So, are you still teaching English? Because if I recall, that was what you did. And then I assume because of COVID, it changed things. And now that COVID's over, things change again. Simon, do you know Heckle? Heckle app. Simon is the creator of Heckle. And I think he has he must be taking his kids to go-kart. There it is. It's very close to Periscope. So he doesn't have a very good signal today. It's going in and out. Sorry, Claudio. No, I don't. But I'll look for some, I guess, when I go back home. There is a guy. This is amazing. I follow this man on Twitter. He's an artist, but like a very interesting artist. Let me find his Twitter page. He makes armor, like medieval armor, but not for like reproductions for old, medieval soldiers. He makes armor for mice and cats. It's amazing. He's been doing this for, I've known him maybe 10 years now. I mean, from Twitter. And he hand hammers. He gets his ideas from Japanese armor and medieval armor. And he hammers. He lives in Calgary, Canada. And he beats metal into shape like the old blacksmiths do. And hold on a second. Oh my God. I love a good praying mantis. Ouch. I don't understand how the praying mantis has got little teeth. It's got such a tiny little mouth, and it can eat. It can cut through. It's a very strange animal, praying mantis. Okay. Let me find this.
Anh ơi, cho chị lên mật nhá. Chị lên mật ấy, cái hành tây ấy. Chanh ấy.
I'll get it too. Still looking. His name is Jeff DeBoer, and you see, he's working on a cat, and he's based on a very old English. So he works from scratch. And he conceptualizes and he draws it on paper and he cuts out the metal and hammers it. And this is a work in progress. So he's teaching people how he does his work. See, this is the earlier version. So he's just done the nose part. But and now he's like magazines and newspapers. You see, this is like for corporate offices where they have a beautiful mantelpiece and they want to put something very important. This is who he sells to. So this is, I think, a cat in Japanese armor. Very beautiful. Min Junbak, hi, welcome. Oh, I'm sorry you left Hanoi. Did you have a good time? Because I have 2 more days in Hanoi, and I'm looking for things to do while I'm here. Today I had a good nap around between 7 in the evening and 9 o'clock in the evening, and this Indian restaurant was open till 10:30. It's supposed to close in 7 minutes, but there's still people here, so I guess they're going to close late tonight. Yes, something like this. Yes, I'm trying to see if I can find more examples. Because the gentleman closed his old studio and he created a new one. And it looks very nice. Here's another one. Let me see if I can hold it still. Look at these beautiful. So this is armor for cats and mice. I don't know what they cost, but I would say they're museum pieces. And we have something that we give to artists and important people who contribute to the country. It's called Order of Canada. And I have a feeling that he's probably going to get one in his lifetime. It's like they're the people that are the best at what they do. And because they're Canadian, they generally, at some point in their life, receive an Order of Canada. And I have a feeling that you have to nominate them. And they're probably important people that buy his armor and things. We need to put him on the list. It's like a Canadian Nobel, if you will, but not quite. The night market. Yes. Last night was really, really packed around Hon Kim Lake. I never seen it this busy before. It was a lot of people. I was out late walking. Maybe I'm going to go to the Circle K and maybe buy some potato chips and maybe like a oolong tea or something like that, because there's a Circle K just over there. So before I go back to my hotel, I'm going to go at the Circle K because they're open late. So you left last night. Okay. Yeah, it was very busy. I love Tiger Beer. Oh, look, he has beautiful drawings. He draws everything before he does anything. Look at this beautiful, this is for a mouse. Armor for a mouse. He uses old antique ideas and then he makes it. Well, if you had to make it for a mouse, what would it look like? I love this idea of cat and mouse. It's very beautiful. I would like to have a drawing of his. I would buy one, because they don't cost as much as his armor. Yes, I'm still looking for jalapeno chips, Stephen. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for reminding me. I might find it. Who knows? I'm always optimistic that I will, if I look long and hard enough, that I eventually will get. If not, I'll have to wait till I get back to Montreal. But God damn you, I will get my jalapeno chips. I swear. So right now I had enough beer for the evening, so I'll probably just get a tea, a cold lemony tea or just an oolong tea from the Circle K and bring it back to my room. So say goodbye to Jeff DeBoer. If you're on Twitter, I can send you the link. Anybody who's watching on this, follow me on Twitter. I'm at Kandavu. I'll write it in the... how do I write a text? Wait a minute. Yeah. I'm gonna get in the text. So, if you don't follow me on Twitter, this is my handle on Twitter. So YouTube people. Wait, I thought I just. Oh, okay, so there's a delay. So YouTube people, that is my Twitter handle. So follow me on Twitter. If you need something from me, you can DM me or send me a tweet. And when I notice it, I will get back to you. And you can look at who my followers are, or who I follow. I follow twice as many people who follow me, and it's not really about numbers or anything like that. I generally follow people I like and who don't create drama, who not into fight, or who are not professional victims. You know, they say, oh, they're always posting something about how people are behaving badly or treating other people badly, and it's supposed to make you angry, right? Because that's how the algorithm works, is find your weakness and then bombard you with it. And therefore you're influenceable. I don't buy into this bullshit. So I'm not on Twitter for the drama per se, but there's like a Massimo. He's this really interesting guy with a scientific curiosity, and he finds the best tweets, and I retweet him like every week at least, and I like certain people that do things very well, and that's why I like to follow them, because they end up in my timeline and they're not creating fights or things like that. So Twitter is useful in some regards, even though it has problems. So look, I brought my down jacket because I have to go back to Montreal in 2 days, and I need to prepare myself for the cold. But because I'm wearing shorts and it's cool outside, I decided to take it out of my luggage and start wearing it. Because they wear down jackets here in Hanoi. Sometimes it gets cold, especially on a motorbike, where it can get cold. So, but I bought mine in Canada. I didn't buy it here. Although they sell nice ones here. I just don't need one from here. I already have. All right. I'm getting my things organized because I'm going to pay the bill, and then we're going to walk. Maybe we keep the live stream going and you come with me to Circle K, or maybe we even, if I decide to walk by the lake afterwards, we can do that. It's up to you. So why don't I put on my, I love these down jackets because they're so lightweight, and they keep you warm. So we're gonna go pay the bill over there. So I have I'm gonna put my phone in my cargo shorts. Well, you know, it takes people to encourage me to activate, as it were. It all depends on who it is, and I will give a different result. But thank you for being a good internet friend. And speaking of internet friends, I met two people I know from Periscope. From 5 years ago, I was following them, and they both come from Taiwan, and I met them on this trip. One in Taiwan and one in Da Nang. So MJ Klein was a broadcaster in Taiwan. He still broadcasts, but no longer on Periscope. And the other is His name is John Sabot. He's a very accomplished travel vlogger, fareasttravels.com. And we had a very nice meetup, not on a live stream, just me and him at a table at a really good restaurant about a month ago, and it was like it was really a nice. Sometimes you don't know if you're going to like the person, or you have an idea about them, and then they completely, it's not who you think they are. But it turned out he's more interesting than he is on the live stream, which is nice. So I enjoyed my meetup with that, and hopefully I will get to meet up with all of my friendly friends from the internet someday over a meal at a table, and we'll talk about all kinds of stuff, because that's how it should be. Because it's nice to be able to invest in people, even if they're on the internet. Sometimes you treat people even better than you treat like people in your family, because maybe they don't deserve to be treated better. When people behave themselves nicely, they tend to bring out the best behavior in you. And this is my experience with people that I like, who I have met on the internet. Sometimes I feel closer to them, or I feel more in simpatico than I do with people in my home environment, as it were. For me, my idea of a successful Christmas holiday was to leave town and not have to deal with, I need to get this person a present, or I need to wish this person Happy New Year. And I really hate these obligations. So I just said, I'm leaving the country and I don't care. That was very liberating. I would recommend it to anybody that has to live with certain obligations. So let me try to escape out of my chair. Here we go. And now I think I'm going to pay with cash tonight, because I have disposable cash that I don't want to bring home to Canada. So there's that. Okay, I think I'm good. So now I have to carefully get out of my chair without hurting my legs. And I use my arms to help me. There we go. That was the least painful as possible. But because I was sitting so long, my legs take a while for the circulation to kick in. So they are, like doing the math to find out who has to pay what. Me, it's very simple. I know what I ate, and that's what I'm going to pay. So let me arrange my collar. So let's see. Okay, so according to the little red dot at the red square, I guess Claudio and Stephen are still in the room, because it says there are two people. And there we are in the mirror. The gentleman's on the phone, and the people are waiting, as am I. Yeah. Yes, I'm on YouTube. I have a friend from Brazil and a friend from Schenectady, New York. Online. I just have two friends online at the moment.
Hi.
Hanoi is saying hello.
Hello. I am from India.
Yes. Which part of India? India is very big.
Gujarat.
Gujarat.
State.
I like Gujarat cuisine.
Modi city.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. In Ho Chi Minh, there's a restaurant, a vegetarian restaurant, by the name of Gujarat. Yeah, in Ho Chi Minh.
Yes.
It's very, very good restaurant. I like very much. On Google, I give them a good review because
Your channel? Your channel?
my channel is. Hold on a second. I need to get out of this. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. My YouTube. My YouTube channel is. Hold on a second. I know what it is. I can write it down.
कोई बात नहीं ये कल 27 तारीख के बाद फ्री है ना भाजी नहीं अगर अभी एक बंदा जा रहा है 28 तारीख को उसका वीजा खत्म है
आपका वीडियो डाउनलोड થાય આવડા આવી ગયા પૂરા આવડે થઈ ગયા પ્રોમો ઓલા
This should be my YouTube channel.
कोई बात नहीं भाजी मैं चला जाऊंगा
Sorry, guys. Oh, yes. See, he says, hi from Florianopolis, Brazil. Yes, it's a very long way away.
कल उनके ऑनर से
Anyway, so they're from Gujarat.
ठीक है जी
गुजरात इंडिया
ठीक है
कम इंडिया
जी रेस्टोरेंट से है
दिल्ली
2
मुंबई
किलोमीटर दूर मेन रोड पे एयरपोर्ट की नजदीक है
ब्यूटीफुल सिटी
Yes, I have yet to go to India, but I will go.
कम साइट सीन एंड वेरी
Okay.
ब्यूटीफुल
I like your glasses. Did you buy them here in Vietnam?
यस यस
They look good.
वेरी गुड
Very good.
Yeah.
Were they expensive?
माय
Yeah. Did they cost or cheap?
कॉस्टली
They're
फ्रॉम
costly?
इंडिया
Oh, they're from India. Okay. I'm buying some glasses tomorrow, so that's why.
कितना मिलेगा मेरे को बताओ
डॉलर का चेंज हो गया
23 लाख ऊपर नहीं आएगा कुछ ऊपर आएगा ना कुछ
इसके ऊपर क्या आएगा इसके ऊपर भगवान का नाम है
घर आएगा
नहीं कर सकते चलो आप ज्यादा कर सकते हैं नहीं कर देते इससे ज्यादा नहीं होगा 715 आपको वापस दे रहे हैं
ओके ओके सर
It was nice meeting you.
सेल्फी पढ़ो सर भाई
टेबल 2 देखिए ऑर्डर किया
I think I'm next. It shouldn't take too long. And then we get to go to a Circle K. And it's only 22:11 in the evening. So
सर हाउ अबाउट द फूड
it was delicious. It was good because I was sleepy earlier and I didn't want to wake up too late, you know, if the restaurants are closed. So I'm glad I was able to get a good nap and a good meal. Hey, Stephen. I'm sure he appreciated you going to the trouble to say hi. We're about to go to the Circle K and see if we can find those elusive jalapeno Lay's chips. One can hope. So I don't know if you asked me if there are any coins. There aren't any coins.
Sir, 15 hopping.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So there's no tipping. There's no tipping. Although that's not you that asked me that. I think that's one of our friends. Okie dokie dokie dokie. Put that away. Let's go for a rosy walk. But first I have to process my cargo pants. And then we'll see how, because normally Hanoi goes to sleep around after 10 o'clock. True, but Hong Kim Lake is busy. And now I have to navigate these stairs one at a time. They're somewhat taller than good night. So it looks like people have gotten in. So there is. Yesterday must have been a special festival night with the